The following review contains spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Broly, due out in Western theaters next month. If you want to go into that movie blind without spoilers, please click off this review and resume watching after you've seen the movie in January. Now that you've been properly warned, here is my review of Extra Pack 4 for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the Nintendo Switch. There are two big things that make Extra Pack 4 different from the previous DLC for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. First of all, Extra Pack 4 is designed to promote the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Its two new characters are taken out of the movie, and all of the dialogue from the new missions are directly linked, or at least similar, to events from the movie. The second is the fact that this DLC doesn't have to compete with a huge amount of content from free updates. If you remember, Extra Pack 3 released right after Xenoverse 2 got a huge content-based free update. Now, we did get a free update for Xenoverse 2 this week, but all it really added was some radio shows you can listen to and the raid boss mode that doesn't really add a lot of longevity to each of its battles. In terms of content, Extra Pack 4 contains two new playable characters, Broly in his Super Saiyan Full Power mode, and Gogeta in his Super Saiyan Blue form. We've also got a new stage that is based on the Tournament of Power arc from Dragon Ball Super, and then we've got 5 new parallel quests that have 15 Super Souls, 2 new armor sets, 1 new accessory, and 8 new skills for custom characters to use. Now, outside of the new stage, this is the same amount of content we got in Extra Pack 3. Now, there's something I really like about this DLC, and there's something that I really don't like. As far as the characters are concerned, cosmetically, they don't really look that different from the Broly and Gogeta we already had in the game, outside of the fur around Broly's waist and Gogeta having blue hair. What makes them so good and interesting are their movesets. Almost every skill they have as playable characters are completely new and very different from anything else in the game, especially Gogeta Blue. His skills are all very flashy and very acrobatic, and only one of them is a rendition of a previous move, his Super Kamehameha ultimate attack. Although even this feels new, because his version of this technique allows him to either fire it off like anybody else can, or absorb it to give him a power boost. Tying this with the fact that his new ultimate is arguably the flashiest ultimate in the entire game, there's a lot of fun to be had with their skills alone. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that I really like about the DLC. What I don't like is the fact that so much of it feels recycled. Their skills and movesets are very unique, but their cosmetics aren't. Outside of his hair color, the only difference between Gogeta Blue and Gogeta Super Saiyan is the fact that one color on the Metamor and Fusion outfit is different from the rest. And while Broly does look a little different close up with the fur around his waist and the scar on his chest, there is so much more they could have done to make him look different. Like using this form that's in the movie that has a unique armor set that would make him look very different from the original Broly. And that goes even further with all of the equipment you can unlock from the parallel quests. The new Metamoran outfit just looks like a palette swap, and the new accessory is a Broly full-powered Super Saiyan wig that is the third Broly-like hair wig we have after the Kefla wig and the Broly wig that we've gotten from previous raid battles. Once again, they could have given us different armor like Broly's armor from the movie, or even different armor sets from different people from the Tournament of Power that don't already have clothing sets in the game. And the final thing I am going to nitpick is the new stage. When I heard that we were going to get a Tournament of Power stage, I expected it to be a huge stage that was the entire Tournament of Power arena. And you can actually see the entire Tournament of Power arena within the stage, but you only get to use a very small part of it. I'd even wager that it's one of the smallest arenas in the game. I'm gonna repeat myself again, they could have done so much more with it. Even if they wanted it to be the broken end of Dragon Ball Super arena, they could have at least made it bigger with all of the different platforms that all of the characters went around during that final battle with Jiren. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this DLC for Gogeta Blue and for all of the skills. In fact, I spent almost 2 hours in multiplayer right after the DLC came out trying to get God Punisher, and once I got it, I blew through the entire story mode with my new character, almost exclusively using that move and nothing else. And to summarize the content, it's the same amount we got in Extra Pack 3. Each of the 5 missions will take you around 7 to 10 minutes to clear, depending on if you use multiplayer or not. And outside of repeated missions that you'll be doing to get the skills to drop, this is only about 50 to 60 minutes of new content. In other words, whether this is worth the $8 or not really depends on how much you'll be using the new skills, and especially the new characters for PvP players. Now, in conclusion, Extra Pack 4 for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is a great way for spoiler-friendly gamers to prepare for the new Dragon Ball movie that's coming to theaters next month. On the bright side of things, all of the new skills and especially the new characters are amazingly flashy and very different from anything else in the game. But on the downside, the new stage and all of the cosmetics feel like there should have been a lot more effort put into them. After all, equipment that's basically just a palette swap is better received in 2D fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ rather than 3D customization heavy RPGs like Xenoverse. Reviews to Go rates Extra Pack 4 a 7.5 out of 10. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below or head to the website at reviewstogo.com.